Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Edmund Stone from your favorite classical station, All Classical Portland and the Score. Welcome to Esther Short Park in beautiful downtown Vancouver, Washington, complete with aerial sound effects. Courtesy of Alaska. And welcome to Vancouver Symphony Orchestra and the magic of movie music. Can we begin with a show of hands? How many of you love classical music? And how many of you love film music? Well, this evening we have both for you in equal parts and every note guaranteed to please. And speaking of please, would you please welcome our guest conductor, no stranger to Portland, Vancouver audiences, as he is the resident conductor of the Oregon Symphony, Mr. Paul Kim. As always, we do appreciate the canine section. Thank you. This evening, the VSO and Maestro Kim will offer you 6 popular movie categories, each beginning with a well-known classical piece featured in at least one movie, and then an original score theme created for a popular film in that category. It certainly helps that the first half of our program is unforgettable John Williams film music. Do we have any fans of science fiction in the movies? Does anyone remember 2001: A Space Odyssey? Director Stanley Kubrick used existing classical music for 2001. When the estate of Richard Strauss found out he was planning to use Thus Spake Zarathustra, they refused permission. Kubrick used it anyway. After the success of the film and new interest in Strauss's music, the estate wrote to Kubrick asking, "Is there any more music of Richard Strauss you would like to use in his films?" In 1977, film history was made when scrolling on-screen text disappeared into space, telling audiences the backstory of the movie they were about to see. It began with the line, "A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away." In that first scene, a rebel ship is under attack from Imperial forces. And it all happens in 6 episodes so far to this music. From science fiction, we turn to fantasy, and there are so many examples in movies. Here's a classical piece that I think you'll know. In fact, many of you will probably be hearing it a few times over the next Halloween. It's Danse Macabre by the French composer Camille Saint-Saëns. Recently in movies, this spirited musical visit to a churchyard was used in Martin Scorsese's Oscar-winning film Hugo. And close to home, this music was appropriately included in an episode of Grimm, filmed in and around Portland. Over the years, we've all enjoyed fantasy movies. Who doesn't like Harry Potter? Did I say something? John Williams created music for the first 3 Harry Potter movies, The Sorcerer's Stone, The Chamber of Secrets, and The Prisoner of Azkaban. Hedwig's theme requires very little introduction. John Williams created this memorable melody for the first Harry Potter movie, and thereafter whenever Harry's pet snowy owl Hedwig appears on screen. Also in The Sorcerer's Stone, a theme is introduced to represent the Nimbus 2000, the latest in racing broomsticks. Now, with wands at the ready, or in this case, baton, let's enter the magical world of Harry Potter. Time now for a little action adventure. In Richard Wagner's Die Walküre, this music opens Act 3 of the opera. In 1957, Bugs Bunny introduced young audiences to this music in Watts Opera Doc. But for most of us, hearing it in Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now provides a screen image of attacking helicopters blaring this music. So that's a classical action-adventure piece composed in the 19th century and brought back for the movies. Now for music specifically composed for an action-adventure film. John Williams composed two themes for Indiana Jones. And Steven Spielberg liked both so much, the composer merged them together and called the cue the Raiders March. It has appeared in all of the Indiana Jones movies, and we're delighted to bring it to life this evening. After a brief intermission, we'll be back with more, including, you only heard it from me, a rousing finale that you will not want to miss. Fred, our wonderful oboist, who's so patient, and he always, I always make fun of you, don't I, Fred?
At every chance he gets.
But anyway, this is quite serious because Fred has volunteered to serenade a member of the audience in a little music from Swan Lake. There's a slight catch, just a little one. Whoever decides they want to be serenaded, and it could apply to several people tonight, will have to dance a few ballet steps. Now, we're not asking to choreograph this. Oregon Ballet Theatre isn't in the audience, I don't think. It's just between Fred, you and me, and 5,000 other people. So, is there anybody tonight brave enough to come up here, be serenaded to Swan Lake for the first and hopefully only time in your life, and then do a few dance steps for us? If you are, come on up. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Don't be bashful, you know you want to do it. Okay, have you done ballet before? No. What's your name?
Raven.
Ray, what is with the names tonight? I mean, we have Boss, Autumn, Raven. Don't we have any Julies in the audience? Come on. Fred, you got a Fred. Okay, so we have Raven, nice name. And you, my love. Shuri, I like that. It's got a ring to it, isn't it? How about you?
Nicole.
Oh, good, we're getting there. Nicole, thank you.
Richard.
I'm not going to go there, Richard. I'm not going to go there, no. This is a family program. And you... Okay. You are under... Oh, sorry, wrong side. You're Sean. Sean, with two N's. Good. Okay. Okay. We've got some more here. What's your name?
Jeannie.
Jeannie? It's a pretty name, and that's a very nice outfit. And what's your name? Matty. Good. Anybody? Oh, hello. What's your name?
Karen.
Excuse me. All right, we're all gonna enjoy. Yes. 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 Oh yes. So let's all enjoy a little bit of extemporizing ballet to Swan Lake. Fred, take it away. Oh, that was good. Good lead. Thank you all. I love these summer outdoor concerts. Welcome back to Vancouver Symphonies, the magic of the movies. I'm Edmund Stone, and once again, please give a big Esther Short Park welcome to Maestro Paul Kim. Drama has always been popular, played on the concert stage and used as the central theme in movies. The great Italian opera composer Giuseppe Verdi created La Forza del Destino, the Force of Destiny, in 1863. The overture begins with a fate motif of 3 ominous notes played on brass. Maestro, can we hear those 3 notes, please? Can we try that again? I like that. Let's try 6 notes. Oh, it's me. Okay. Verdi's La Forza del Destino has been featured in 2 French movies made back-to-back in 1986. Jean de Florette and Manon of the Spring. They're sequels about 2 farmers who try to trick a third out of his newly inherited property in Provence. me. Come on back. No. You're not getting away with this. No. Being MC has its privileges. What a... Come on. You're a couple. Well, you were fantastic. You were fantastic too. Thank you. Thank you for being here and for making us all smile. Thank you. Now you two, you're going to say you just looked across the park and said, "You're Fred, I'm Ginger." Have you danced before?
Last week.
That doesn't count. Have you danced before?
I may have danced before.
Yeah, boy. Were they fantastic? May I be so bold as to ask your names?
Pamela Gandarillas.
She gave the last name. We never do that on radio. Pamela Dandrillis.
Ralph Stevens.
Ralph Stevens. Ralph and Pamela, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. How you doing, Paul? You okay? You up for a few more? Okay. You know, we don't rehearse this. You can tell, can't you? A very different type of drama unfolded in real life before our eyes and ears in 1970. By then, Americans had accepted lunar landings as perfectly safe. And all that changed when Apollo 13 had an onboard emergency which not only aborted a moon landing but risked the lives of its 3 astronauts. In 1995, Ron Howard directed a true-to-life film starring Tom Hanks about this suspenseful time in our space program. In his pre-Titanic and Avatar years, James Horner composed an Oscar-nominated score which incorporates optimism, heroism, and triumph. The very traits that American astronauts and their colleagues at NASA displayed to the world. Well, after all that drama, I think it's time to cheer ourselves up. Has anybody seen Walt Disney's Fantasia? Appalling answer. Has anybody seen Walt Disney's Fantasia? Much better. This early Disney extravaganza had anthropomorphized, look it up on Google, ostriches, elephants, alligators, and, if you can stretch your imaginations, hippos wearing tutus, and all dancing the ballet. The music used came from another 19th century opera, this time La Gioconda by Amilcare Ponchielli. Score is hippos 1, alligators 0. Laughter in the movies. I wonder if this brief opening to a movie will generate a smile or two. Maestro? Of course, Star Wars. Sorry. The Pink Panther theme ushering in a slew of movies starring the bumbling and inept Inspector Clouseau. It was composed by one of America's best film and television composers, arrangers, and conductors, Henry Mancini. In his career, Mancini was nominated for 18 Academy Awards, winning 4. He earned a staggering 72 Grammy nominations, winning 20. The Vancouver Symphony, under the direction of Paul Kim, now offer a tribute to Henry Mancini, which includes The Pink Panther, Days of Wine and Roses, and a very upbeat tempo, Peter Gunn. I've just been handed a note. They all say that, don't they? Would you like me to read it? It says, Dear Edmund, please come home. Your children haven't seen you for 3 years. Oh, the wrong note, sorry. It actually says, 47 years ago, I, a lady in the audience, gave birth to a beautiful baby girl today. She is playing violin in the Vancouver Symphony. Maybe we could sing happy birthday to Tracy Andrusko, principal, second violin. All together now. That's terrible. Could you? Paul, I could get to like this, Paul. Do you take students? For our final formal selection, I'd like to do a switcheroo and begin with a film score. Technically, Gladiator could be called both an action theme and a historical film. This 2000 epic takes us into the dramatic world of those who trained and fought for freedom or an honorable death in the Roman Colosseum 2,000 years ago. Former Roman general Maximus Meridius is reduced to slavery. He rises through the ranks and seeks glory in the gladiatorial arena to avenge the murder of his family. The great Hans Zimmer earned an Oscar nod for this music, which was originally supposed to have vocals by, would you believe, Luciano Pavarotti, who later regretted turning down the offer. Here's a selection from the movie Gladiator. Tchaikovsky completed his overture 1812. He wrote to his patron, "The overture is very loud and noisy, but without any artistic merit, because I wrote it without warmth and without love." 130 years later, we still love it, because it is very loud and noisy. When used at the beginning and end of the movie V for Vendetta, it symbolizes the destruction of a hated regime and the birth of a new age. Tonight, the conclusion to Tchaikovsky's 1812 overture, and we added microphones for extra effect. This completes our formal program in Esther Shaw Park. On behalf of your Vancouver Symphony and guest conductor Paul Kim, I'm Edmund Stone. Let's do this again soon. you think? Well, apparently we cannot go gently or quietly into the night. So instead, let's ride into the sunset to that American of all film genres, and the only piece I know that could even follow the 1812, the Western. So let's saddle up with Tonto, Silver, and the Lone Ranger. Let the music be heard.